Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for Boston. Washington out there with Al Horford. Then it's Terry Rozier. Then there's Vince Williams. And it's Thomas in at the point guard position. We've got DeMar Carroll. Markieff Morris out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Anderson in at the 2. Here we go. Now Doncic. Inside. Anderson can't get it to go. So it's Boston now. Rozier, the pass to Thomas. And there's the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Doncic.
What energy on the drive from Doncic. Charging in before the defense can seal up the gaps.
Thomas against Doncic. Thomas passes to Williams. Up and over Doncic. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Thomas.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Outside, Anderson. Back to Doncic. Releases. And the jumper is on the mark.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
To the inside. Thomas passes to Horford. Here's Washington. Back to Horford. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Carroll. Pass to Anderson. Morris outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Horford passes to Williams. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. Pulls up at the elbow. No luck on that one. And here is Williams. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up by 2. And we'll return shortly.
The Boston team. 4. Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Court right now for the home team. We've got Markieff Morris. Luka Doncic is out there with DeMar Carroll. And it's Anderson in at the 2. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Doncic against Thomas. Fades back. Uses the glass to drop it in. Doncic has got 6.
And there's Luka, one of the most entertaining players in the league.
Yep, count it.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Celtics foul. Isaiah Thomas.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Second team foul.
That's good from Doncic.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
Makes both free throws.
He knows just how important these shots are, and he makes them count.
Boston trails by 4. Williams passes to Thomas. Horford outside. Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Morris. 9 seconds left to play here in the second half. Pass to Carroll from behind the arc. Not going to go that time. So it's Boston now. Williams from long range. He connects. And that one brings them within 1.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Doncic. Out to the right wing. It's good! From beyond the arc!
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks, and he doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. There's 45 seconds left in the second half. Doncic against Thomas. Pass to Horford. Back to Thomas. Williams with it. The three is up. And again, Boston with the triple.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Sure, this defense is going to lose. I'm looking for some potatoes for the keep up with this one.
Good on first, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Rozier outside. Outside, Williams. Timeout. An enormous three-pointer. Timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Doncic. Shoots over Horford. Oh, no good! Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got Terry Rozier. Al Horford Langford out there with Vince Williams. Then there's P.J. Washington, and it's Thomas in a point guard. Williams from long range hits the three-pointer.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What's the best strategy for him?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
Anderson for three. Boston pulls it in. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
The kick out to Williams. The three ball. And again, Boston with the triples.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Anderson for three. Kept alive. Over Thomas. And it's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Shooting for Boston, Isaiah
So
Thomas.
the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 5. It's both from the stripe. Here's Thomas, and they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for the Celtics,
He
Isaiah
hits the
Thomas.
first one, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
The 3 is up. Oh, that trifecta! And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Fourth personal foul. Fourth team
He
foul.
gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Isaiah Thomas at the line for 2.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game. So we see Boston get the win here. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our player of the game. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Looking at the starting five for Boston. We've got Al Horford. He's out there with Vince Williams. P.J. Washington out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Thomas in at the one. And for Chicago, go. And so off the tip, it'll be the Bulls. Pass to Deng. Fires the three. Boston pulls it in. Outside, Williams. Fires from deep. Knocks it down from distance.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard is going to light up.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now here's Horford. Rozier outside. And it's all from three-point range. Here's Deng. Here's Thomas. Nice D from Horford. Washington finds Williams. There's the three. Sinks the tray. Williams has got 6.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
There's a screen. Gordon outside from deep three-point range. There's Deng, knocked away, and stolen by Williams. Horford outside. And the three off target. Chicago with the ball. It's a three-point game. Pass to Thomas. Here's Heinrich. The three. Back to Thomas. Tries again. Here's Noah. There's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Boy, it's hard to replace enthusiasm. You can take you so far in the passion Noah plays with. Hustling on the offensive glass, scrappy on the defensive end as well. It's fun to watch.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Boston out in front, up 1. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
6.
You look at Vince Williams, he's been playing really well.
He's making his mark in more ways than the box score indicates. I know that much.
Yep, and you know what? He does the dirty work for him. That grit and grind type of work. Always hustling, all the time.
Boston on offense. They lead by 1 on the floor for Boston. We've got Washington. Al Horford out there with Williams. Then it's Terry Rozier. And it's Thomas in at the point guard position. Rozier can't get it to go. In the quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Would have been a sensational alley-oop finish. Tough to nail the timing down off the long pass.
Horford finds Williams. Jacks up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Williams has got 9.
Al Horford impeding the defense there with the solid screen.
Here's Heinrich. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Horford outside. The deep 3. No good on the shot.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot them all the time. Well,
big guys like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his range.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Gordon.
I think Washington, because of his athleticism and length, can be an outstanding defender in this league.
And an intentional foul right there. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Boston on offense. 4-point game. Thomas passes to Rozier. Williams from long range knocks down the triple.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
It's going to be tough. They've got to get a quick hoop and then immediately foul.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what they're talking about. I mean, it's their only chance. And even if it's a long shot, it is a chance.
Okay. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, I tell you, for a big guy, the passing skills of Noah, impressive. Awesome at getting the ball over to the open man.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5.
Isaiah Thomas.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Here's Deng. And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Was your dance team.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Here's Heinrich. No good from outside. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Thomas outside. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Great activity level on the board. Impressive. Wow.
So we see Boston get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some attack.